I don't know if anyone's here yet. Sorry, I'm trying to figure this out because I think there's success. Yeah, I think the problem I got now is everybody. I think it's a different stream. I don't see any viewers here. I don't know if you can see or hear me now. That's the problem. Yeah, that's a nightmare. Okay, I'm learning. I'm a learning. Sorry. Sorry. I'm useless. Let's see what. You can see me and you can hear me, and the chat seems to be a heck of a lot more. I can't tell anyone who's watching the old stream, sadly. Oh well, we've lost those people. Okay, so then let's go back to the old school. You gotta say doggo in chat in 3, 2, 1. Type doggo and let's see what's happening. No, it's still slow. Still slow. Ultra low latency. You can't change the stream settings. Okay, that's definitely better. But it's still slow. You can't change the stream settings while the stream is running, Kat, just for you to know. The stream latency is grayed out unless you stop the stream. I'll figure this out. I'll figure it out. It's all new to me. Hey, David, how you doing? I know you've got a stream at lunchtime today, Dave, so I'm really trying to figure out how this works. I just did enable ultra low latency, but then I restarted the stream and didn't realize that the URL would change. But hey, we're all good. We are getting there. Let's do some coding. Let's not get hung up on the platform. Although I could get hung up on the platform quite easily. Hokey cokey. So, yeah, I guess we've got a really basic plan. We're going to use simple router to turn the path string into a controller that we're going to dispatch. Our controllers will be invocables, so we'll just run the invoke excuse me, as we'll run the invocable. We'll make all of our controllers have to be invocable, which is great, and then they should return. I don't know what they're going to return. We'll figure that out when we get there, and then we'll get the view from the service manager that you'll be able to ask for in the controller if you want to use Twig. And I think that's a plan. So let's close all this stuff that I was working on yesterday. Let's close that. Let's clear this. Let's do that. Let's do this. And let's say, Victor, what are we going to call our new framework first? Any suggestions on an emoji name for our new framework? Like, all suggestions need to be in emojis. And also, I guess I need YouTube chat here so that I can copy and paste the emojis because I don't know how to actually use emojis. Okay, so I can do this, right? I can do that. I can get rid of Inception. And then I can get the chat as a pop-out, I think, right? Can I get it as a pop it out? Boop. There we are. We have chat. Awesome. So what are we going to call our new framework? There's the question on everybody's mind. Emoji copy paste website. Let's take a look. Let us take a look. You can see how many times I've copy and pasted emojis. Frame. What emojis do we have here? A window frame? Meh. Film frames? Nah, it's not kind of right, is it? Let's get this bigger. I can't even see it. A motor scooter. I mean, I kind of like a motor scooter. A person in bed, that pretty much does me. Oh, I like the genie, David. I do like the genie. I really do. Yeah, I mean, winner. There's a winner right there. Boop. I'm hoping I can just copy paste this now, right? Can I please let me copy paste. Oh, that's going to be the name of the project. So now I should be able to like... That's going to cause all sorts of problems. Okay, let's just make their genie and not have it in the command line. Okay, we have a name though. Awesome. So we now need to find some dependencies, to define some dependencies that we're going to do. So we can composer in it. Composer in it. Oh, hi Brunty, how are you? How are you? Did you by any chance get a weird package in the post recently? I've been meaning to ask you, and if why not my own YouTube stream to ask you that. Okay, there we go. That's me. It'll be it's a project, a license. Do what you want with it. I would like to know. I won't define my dependencies yet, and I won't define them yet. And I confirm generation. Perfect. Okay, so. Laminas, we definitely want Laminas Service Manager. This is just a really easy Service Manager implementation that then I need to chase that up, Brent. Fine. This is just a really, really, really easy, I think a very easy Service Manager implementation. And the reason I use this over something like Pimple or Laravel's container or any of the other stuff is because I've done so much contributions to this that I pretty much know how it works, and so I tend to like revert to type with this rather than like using anything else just because I absolutely know how it works. So that's why I'm using this particular Service Manager at the moment, but yeah, your mileage may vary. And I guess this is decent for people to understand what goes on behind the scenes in an MVC framework, because in all honesty, it's relatively simple. How an MVC... Oh. It's my first day coding for like, I don't know how long. So you will see some ridiculous things. Say Sam the victim. Yeah, it's actually relatively trivial, like how a MVC framework works behind the scenes in terms of routing, dispatching, and returning HTML. It's relatively trivial. The complexity comes when you add like all of the other stuff like event systems, because you want people to be able to do things after the route has been determined but before the controller has been dispatched, or you want to add middleware so you can add authentication, or all of those good things is when the complexity gets added. So we've got our service manager. Where's my blah, blah, blah. I think it's called Simple Router, right? I don't know. Has anyone got any suggestions on like routing, PHP routing libraries? Fruit. I think, is this simple? Is it fast route? I can't even remember what's the one that they use on Mezio, like as the default now. Laminas router isn't great, I have to say. It's aged badly. It was great, like back in the day, but it's not particularly quick, and it doesn't take advantage of. Is it called fast route? I mean, I don't really care what we use as long as it can. As long as it can figure out what to dispatch. Okay, let's take a look. Let us take a look. Yeah, that looks good. League route. Okay, league of... I can't remember the actual name of the league. The League of Extraordinary Packages. What's it called? The League of Extraordinary Packages. Is that what it's called? Yes. I'm just looking for the simplest possible thing, right? Oh, this is also built on fast route. I can't use Aura. I have yeah, let's not go there, but I have ideological problems. But if this is built on fast route, why would I use this and not just use fast route? Root is a fast PSSM routing dispatcher, including a PSR15 middleware implementation. Okay, I don't care about that stuff. We'll just use fast root. I don't care about middleware and stuff at this point. I just want to build something that we can actually get working in the couple of hours that we need to. So we create a dispatcher, then we add a load of roots. So we add a get root for /users, and this is the handler, and then we add, oh, this does the dispatching as well, does it? Or does it just return the handler? Let's read the actual, yes, we just want to use emojis, exactly, Craig. Okay, this is cool. So this, I don't want it to dispatch, like I'm happy to write the dispatcher myself. So we get the method and the URI out of the request, which is easy. Strip query string and decode URI. Okay, we can do all that. And then I'm assuming, so this dispatches it. But I want to do the dispatcher myself, I think. This looks like it will do the job, though. I'm sure that I can just find what's returned. I mean, we could just use a regular expression, right? The dispatch method returns an array whose blah, 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 blah. The second array element is the handler that we associate with the root, and the third array. Oh, okay, so we do just use dispatch. Awesome. Hey, Davin, nice to see you. Nice to see you. I hope it's as grim up with you as it is down with me. Okay, this works. I mean, we could just use regex. What do you think's going on behind the scenes, David? What do you think? Like, this is definitely using regular expressions behind the scenes. 100%. But we'll just use it. It's fine. We've got it. It's done. We're doing it. It's here. Miserable grey weather. Yeah, it's wet as anything here, mate. Really is. Okay, cool. Package container interrupt is abandoned. Oh, well, we'll figure that out another day. And then what else did we want? Twig, I guess? Do we want to use Twig? Can we use like Laravel's view layer? Twig is so simple to get up and running, isn't it? It's like mega simple. Mega dagger simple. So we'll just use that, I think. I think we'll just use that. Yeah, let's just get going. Yeah, we just want to use emojis. Let's just use PHP. Yeah, but then I'm gonna have to like have a view layer because I'm doing an MVC. I'm doing an MVC anyway. So then I'm gonna have to write my own PHP renderer, and it's like I might as well just use Twig because it's super simple to get up and running. So. Yeah, but then I'm not doing, if I don't use a view renderer, I'm not doing an MVC, right? So, no. Include, no, because I want to, it's not a view renderer, a view layer then. I want to be able to like pass the variables that we marshal in our controller to the view, render the view. Yeah, it's fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. This is kind of fun. Right, cool. We've got this. Let's do some scaffolding. Be prepared with your emojis on how we want to name things. Okay, cool. So, oh look, I can open this from PHP. Stop the genie emoji. I just had no idea how to open it from my command line. So we'll just go here now. Awesome. Okay, so we need to have new directory. Public, and then in there we're going to start building some stuff. We need a PHP file called index.php, and we want to declare, I do declare strip types equals 1. What level of PHP do I have installed at the moment? That's the question. I hope I've got 8. I don't know why, but I do. Well, I do know why, because I want to be able to use all of the cheeky niceties that we have. 8.02. I'm a little bit behind, I would guess. Okay, and this is wrong, isn't it? It should be like that, I think. Are we using PSR 12 code style? This is the pain I always have because I don't have my IDE set up. It's like, it's almost like I, used to work for JetBrains and I never ever bother to actually fix my ID anymore because I don't work for them anymore. Cool. So we have the ID. Now, the first thing we want to do, I guess we want to create a new service manager. So what emoji are we going to use to hold our service manager in? Like a spanner or something? Where's my, I closed my emoji library thing. Like a spanner? A cog or something. It's like holds everything. What are we going to call our service manager? Spanner. We have a spanner here, right? The world. I like the world. I can't see what that is, Brenty. A wizard. Magic. I like the wizard. I'm going to give it a couple more seconds to see. Like the world is good because it's like what it holds everything, right? But a wizard, a spanner. Wizard because it's magic, but it's not magic, is it? That's definitely not what it is, but I guess it should be. New directory, config, and we will create a new file called services.php where we're going to define our services. And that's what we're going to do while I wait to see if there's any more. Oh, the sparkly. I think we'll go with the wizard. We're going to go with the wizard. We're going to go with the wizard. Boop. The wizard. Copy. It doesn't like it. Why? It should work, right? Inspection, non-ASCII characters, but that'll work. It will work, won't it? Is this our first try it and see moment, whether this actually works or not? Let's just see if it works. Oh, I can't remember how. Yeah, I'm going to disable the inspection if this works. Is it include? How do I include? God, I'm so far behind. How do I include something that returns? Is it just include? Does this look like it would even be even close to working? Enable the function key as emoji selector in keyboard settings. Oh. Don't forget to include the vendor autoload. Useful. Thank you. Useful. What have I done? Oh, put a dot there. Vendor. That should work, right? Oh. Okay, I put the dot in the wrong place. That should work, I think. Oh, sorry, I changed my overlay. Yeah, I totally forgot. My bad. My bad. Thank you, Craig. Yeah, this is a muscle memory that like you totally get into it and then you forget. And then you're like, oh my God, I forgot. And then, yeah. I'm not very good at it when I had muscle memory. So... Okay, so let's do this. We want to do php-s. How do I direct everything to public? Is it -t? Does that look right? Public. Oh, how do I do that? I know what I can do here. Let's open Mezio because this has got Let's open this, because this has already got this in the composer.json, right? Minus T. Yeah, I can't remember how to do it though. There's a script here though, which is serve. Is that will that automatically set up routing? Oh, this is just try it and see moment, right? Let's just add this to our composer.json. No, file. There we go. Scripts. And then it's just that, right? Boop. So now I should be able to do composer run serve instead of having to remember how to do this all the time. Okay, cool. Hello, it worked. No need to specify an expectation. I thought you had to do that, right? This is the reason I thought you had to do that, is because I thought you had to tell it to route everything to index.php, but now I have a vague recollection that PHP knows it should route everything to index.php, so it doesn't really matter. This looks like it's worked to me. var dump $wizard. Yeah, it looks like it's worked. Okay, that looks good. Now we should be able to start defining services, right? In services.php. So, invoke. Oh, we don't have any services. We'll worry about that later. Hello, invocables. Cat, dog. Yeah, this should work. I'm hoping this works. Class dog not found. Perfect, because we don't have a class called dog. Awesome. That's working fine. Sweet. Okay, so we have a service manager. That's the first thing we wanted to do. Then we want to set up the router. So I guess we'll want to have an emoji to say what the router should be called. Anyone got any suggestions on what we should call the router emoji? It's taking, excuse me a sec. I closed fast router, didn't I? It's doing this, right? It's taking the URI path and returning us a class that we need to dispatch. Anyone want to give any suggestions on how we name that? No suggestions? Do I have to give suggestions myself? Maybe a car, like a road, route. I keep closing the wrong tabs. This is what you get for having time off. A rocket. I like the rocket. Oh, hi, Joe. Root. Okay, I can't see. Oh, the is good, but boring. I don't know what that one is. Is that like a road, Craig? I can't really tell. I'm hoping we could go for something more like honey. A fuel pump? Meh. Oh, that's a motorway. Okay. We're building a Joe. We're building a framework that uses emojis as its variable and class names just because we can. I don't know whether we just go like something weird like traffic lights. Yeah, it's the wrong kind of route. Sorry, the route we're looking for is like when you want to route something. I know as a Welshman that my ability to say words that like Oh, you were punning too. That's okay. That's fine. That's okay. A scooter. Yeah, I quite like the scooter. Can you do like? Can you do polls on YouTube? I guess not. Let's not try and storm. Sweet potato. You missed my face. Thank you. I've missed your face too. No littering emoji. A delivery truck. I like a delivery truck. I like the delivery truck. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Decision. I agree. Now we can safely disable this inspection, right? Because get rid. Okay, and then what we want to do is remember how we use this. So a new simple dispatcher. Huh? Oh, why is that got? Doesn't seem to exist. What is going on here? Oh, it's a function, right? It's a namespace function. Good gracious, I am so out of. And then this takes a callback, right? Can I define the callback in a? Oh, don't say that to me. It didn't. Oh. Oh, it's back. That. Oh, okay. That. I don't think that was my end. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what to do. Can you see and hear me, or is it like still completely broken? I guess we. Okay, well, I can see and hear myself, so that looks good. My studio screen now just has a swirling, a swirling thing of doom on it, but that's okay. Okay, we can see, we can be heard. Let's do this. So now I want to do like a callback, a callable here. Infinite Garrett. Oh yeah, that's me. Yeah. So what I'm thinking is that I would like to. Where did I? Oh, did I close the? Oh no, it's here. I did something. So this should be a callable, right? That has the root collector passed in. So can we do a require here or include as a callable? I mean, we could just do this as simple as we can for now and refactor, right? We can refactor this because I don't want to have to edit this file to add new roots in the long term. But yeah, I don't know. Like the reason that I thought about working on going on YouTube is because I find that people who hang out with me on Twitch, people who hang out with me on Twitch, then people who hang out with me on Twitter, I don't see them on Twitch a lot, and I was just wondering if people would come and hang out on YouTube more because it's more familiar to them. You know, people who I don't normally hang out with on Twitch because they don't follow me to Twitch. I was just thinking, you know, there's an opportunity here for people who I don't normally hang out with to come and hang out. And so that was what I decided to do. Okay, so let's say collector. Where's the docs? Add root. And then we want get. we're going to have to say do, and then doot, and then we want there's a spider. Oh, there's a little spider climbing off my camera. Hi, spider. Then we want to say what we should do. This will be a key that we call from the service manager. So let's just call this home for now. We will modify this later. I just want to check if this actually works. So we have that, and then we can just copy pasta this, right? And we could definitely marshal this and refactor it into. We could definitely refactor this into a, out of the index.php later, because like I don't want to have to do all this stuff in the index.php, but then maybe we should just do it in the index.php. I miss Twitch codes too. I just thought I'd give YouTube a go to see what it's all about. Whether we stay with it, I don't know, but it's worth trying and seeing how it goes, right? It's all good. It's all good. I'm kind of all set up for Twitch with emojis and with my emojis, with my overlays, with my alerts, with my Twitch codes, which allows Twitch chat to interact with my IDE. I'm kind of set up for Twitch. I just thought I should know what YouTube brings to the table as well as Twitch, right? I just thought it was more sensible. So then we just say this. Then we do this, right? Root info equals dispatcher. Okay. So now we should be able to say like, no, we didn't call it dispatch. Oh, I have to change all these first, don't I? I can't be using these. So HTTP method, we need an emoji for that. The method. What are we going to call? What are we going to do? This is where the fun is, right? We could just have something completely random. For the method, a family man, woman, and a family man, woman, and girl. Change after. You are definitely like, it's giving me the same random emoji every time. That is not random. Spider. Yeah, okay. I like a spider. I don't know why, but we're going with the spider, and I don't know why, but that's what we're doing. And then the URI, we'll use the spider's web for some reason, just because it's here. Okay, so now we need to do the spider web. This is going to be painful. Okay, that's good. And then this is the dispatcher we called the truck emoji. Dispatch. The spider, then the spider's web. So this should give me home, right? If I var dump this. No, var dump the dispatcher, the truck. This should give me an OK route found and home. I need to enable, because of the one who visited a minute ago. I agree, Craig. Yeah, it's fine. We can refactor this later. So it's a get and the route equals home, and it should say that it's found, right? Should definitely say that it's found. Route info 0 should be found. Let's just do this. Oh, I didn't do this. I did the route info, idiot. We need a new emoji for that. The route info. Having the emojis and the autocomplete is just the icing on the cake. I agree. I think we'll use the motorway for this. That was suggested earlier, because the dispatch is the truck and what it returns is the... Yeah, thanks, Water. I did. So, yeah, chat's a little bit behind, but I did figure that out eventually. We need to do that, right? There we go. So 0 is an int 1. So that is going to be hopefully found. And if we do something else, then it's not. Okay, cool. So we need to check that that's found. So then what we'll do here is, right, we'll throw an exception, I guess. I mean, we could just inline these things, right? There's no need to have a spider here. But anyway, it's fine. Let's not get distracted. Let's group all that together. Then we'll say if $motorway not is not equal to, so I'm just going to throw an exception here. If it doesn't root. I'm not going to go overboard and say this is what the problem is, but we do need an emoji for the name of our exception. So, or combination of emojis, that's fine. So that's something you should definitely be thinking about right now. So if it's not dispatcher found, can I even do that? No, dispatcher found, throw new, this is where the exception emojis will be. It's going to be a 404, right? Yeah, we should give header a 404, but we are literally just trying to get this done. I'm just going to throw the exception for now. We can add all this stuff on later. Because what I can do is I can do a try around all this, later on what I can do is I can do a try, I can catch it, I can pass the exceptions that we have to an error handler, and that error handler will be responsible for example, returning this as a 404. So I bomb. Of course, we can throw custom named exceptions. I can create a source folder. We can do all that when we go in. We're just it's not a problem. I honestly wish I could show you this spider. It's so cool. It's just hanging around. I'm going to try and take a photo of it. It's just literally hanging around on my desk here. Do the people who stream on YouTube, can I refresh the streaming page without breaking anything? Oh, let's just do it. It's fine. I think I can, right? I think I can. Because I can't see my... There we go. I did. Cool. Perfect. Yeah, we can sort that, can't we? We can create the source folder now. Right. What did we decide was our... what did we decide was our exception? Eyes... and then explosion. I love it. I love it. Eyes. Eyes and bomb, maybe? Yeah, we don't have try and see here. Sorry. Eyes and bomb. Okay, that should work. It's not found, so now we can say... starts. No, what we should do is this, right? Whoa, hello. We should say bomb. Bomb is the namespace, and then eyes is the... Oh, that's the wrong way. This is so confusing. This is going to be so cool. Okay, so now we create a new directory. And we call it source, and then we tell composer, how do I tell composer that that's the root of the, this is like Barbat Foo, it is. Autoload, right? Autoload. And then is it an array? No, then it's PSR4. Then it's an array. I can't remember how this works. Is it just like genie? Where's our genie? I lost the genie. Genie bomb eyes. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Kat. You're spot on. This is like, yeah, I want to auto load genie files from source, right? I can't remember where we got the genie from. Genie. I need like a scratch pad where I can copy and paste all the relevant emojis. Was it that one we used, or was it? That's good enough. It won't paste. Will it auto load? Will it auto load? Path namespace. Thank you, Wouter. So the path is source. The namespace is. I don't know if that's going to work. Namespace path. Oh, okay. Is that going to even work? Is this a try it and see moment? A non-empty blah blah blah. What have I done here? Non-empty PSR 4 piece. Oh, must end with a namespace separator. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. What have we done here? Backslash, right? That's not going to work, is it? That is so not going to work. It needs to be like that, right? Well, it dumped the autoloader, but, you know, what can we do? We can but try. Okay, so I should be able to tell, PHP Storm should now know where to create these. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, the chat's gone laggy again. This should work though. I don't think PHP Storm knows where to find everything. Is hello, right, yeah, extends exception. We don't need any of that. I wonder if this will work. Is this another try it and see moment? What? Unhandled exception, that's fine. Yeah, I couldn't remember how to do that, Kat. How to tell PHP Storm to... Oh, we had a runtime crash. That's nice. Let's see if this works, I guess. This should work. Oh, I haven't done composer run serve. Okay, so we should get a high. Oh, wrong page. High, perfect. But if we go anywhere else, it should say no. Class genie. Okay, so this is definitely not working. This could be the big problem about getting composer to recognize. What? There's no classes in there. What the heck? Oh, I'm an idiot. That's why. I put that in public. Okay, so that looks better. Bomb eyes. That definitely looks better. Can I... Okay, finds the definition. Oh, no, it worked, look. Uncaught genie bomb eyes. Not found. I'm so easily pleased when it comes to this stuff. Genie bomb eyes, exception, uncaught, not found. You're right. You're absolutely correct. Well spotted. Well spotted. We totally shouldn't be not using emojis here, right? Yay! Okay, so we can wrap an error handler around this, and the error handler should deal with setting the status codes and etc etc etc. Otherwise, what we want to do is say the controller. The controller is what emoji? What are we going to call the controller? So $controller. I'm going to type the code while I wait for suggestions from chat about what emoji we should use for the controller. So then we want the service manager, which is the wizard, get the motorway. No, not the spider. The motorway. I think that was like. The handler is motorway 1. The controller should be a robot, do we think? Are we open to robots? Police, is that a police woman? Was that a police person? Don't know what that is. Does it tell me if I mouse over it? No, not found is equal to this. Of course it is, cat. Of course it is. Controller. I don't like any of these so far. Like the robot, I guess I like. +1 for Joe's suggestion. Well, in which case, we're going to go with the police person. Awesome. Okay. This is going to throw an exception, right? Because we don't have... This is going to throw a service manager exception because we don't have the home as a factory. But once we've created the controller, we can figure all this stuff out. So then what we want to do is echo the controller invoked, and we'll pass in the parameters that we get from the this is so confusing. But $2, the element 2 in the array gives us the variables that have been passed in as the query string. So that's why I just thought, we'll pass them in case they're needed as part of the invoke. So that just made it policeman plus woman sign. Oh, it is still the correct thing though, right? Looks like it to me. It's fine for now. We'll figure this out. Right, cool. So this is going to error again now because we don't have a controller. But we definitely now have a way of dispatching this and creating a controller. So next we need to say new folder where we hold our controllers. So I guess they need to be like this. Okay. So then what we can do is create the home controller, right? So I guess we use a home emoji for that. What the hell is that? $flag, $controller equals... I'm trying to read this. I should read it on the screen where you can see me, right? $flag, which is the flags, and then the controller equals the truck dispatch. Does that work if you put it into an array like that? Does that actually work? Is this something I've been missing out on since forever? I mean, we should... Well, we need the status code first. Array dereference. I didn't know it worked as simple as this though. We need the 0 to be the... Oh yeah, no, you're right. And then the parameters, what are we going to use for the... So this will give us the status code, the flag. This will give us the controller, which we're using down here. And okay, I'm not going to get sidetracked by that just yet, Kat, but we are definitely going to do that in a second. We're definitely going to use array dereferencing. Hi, Spider. It keeps coming up and down. Okay, so we wanted home controller, right? Which is going to be this. Cop. Why won't you? It won't copy. Okay. It's like list, but newer. Yeah. I remember writing something about it. House, is it? Is that called the house? I can't copy and paste from here anymore for some reason. House with garden. This one, right? Yeah. Oh, we should totally call... No, we shouldn't. My bad. Okay. New PHP class called house. So namespace controllers house. Genie source controllers is correct, right? It's a class. Okay. So hopefully, we should be able to now just say pubf invoke. Okay, we definitely need an emoji for the variables, for like a bucket of variables, like the what's the word I'm trying to look for? The query string parameters, like a parcel that contains what's been passed in, a package, a bucket. Good. The bucket that contains the stuff that's been passed in. Oh, we have to use the plunger. Like, literally, somebody has to remember that we need to use the plunger somewhere, okay? Definitely need to use that. So we may not have parameters passed in, so we can do that. And then we just say return the string. Oh, we haven't got our hand waving emoji. Oh, God. Oh, what did David say so that I could get an emoji browser working on my machine? The error handler is the plunger. I love it. How did he said something like keyboard. And then... There was an emoji browser, right? Built into my keyboard. He said on the other stream, and I've totally forgotten what that is now. Thank you, Joe. that's an absolute metric ton quicker, right? Than me. I can't copy emojis from here anymore, though. Fun key. Command control space. Command control space. Oh, look at that. There we go. Okay, so this should work in my mind, right? Does anyone have any idea? Oh yeah, returns a string. Does anyone have any ideas about why that may not work? This is so confusing, right? So that may work. Oh, I don't have an invocable for it. I should be able to set that up though. I should be able to just say, I think it should like be able to return an invocable on its own now if I use this here as command, what was it? Command home. Oh man, this is so this is so powerful. This is so powerful. That's what I was trying to remember. I have the magic bar. Needs newing. Needs newing. I don't understand that, but this could work. Unable to resolve service, Genie, blah, 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 to a factory. It should be an invocable. I didn't think you needed to define invocables like this anymore. didn't think you needed to, but it may. Oh my God, it works. It works. So all I'm saying to the service manager is, if you get asked for a class for this key, it's just a class that can be invoked. It has no dependencies. So, go at it and it's totally fine. That's all that's happening there. So we just told the service manager it can do that. But I mean, we definitely need to tidy this up because this is like a mess. I love it, but it's a mess. So the first thing is we could use array dereference here, right? Where was that? Here? Let's tidy this bit up first. This bit here. Oh, come on, let me copy pasta. There we go. Just doesn't like single emojis on a line. Okay, so we need the flag, we need this, and then we need the bucket, right? Equals dispatch. Why doesn't it like you? What is the problem there? $9.23, thanks God. Yeah, so this is the flag, right? If the flag is not equal to that, throw the exception. I don't know why this is erroring, but I'm going to figure that out in a second. Retype it. Oh yeah, there's that stupid thing on the end, isn't there? You're right, yeah. Okay, so we do that, and then we already have the controller. No, what does this, the controller, this is the controller name though, not the controller. Yeah? So we should just be able to do that. Is that dirty or is it okay? Is that bad? Does anyone have opinions? Copy paste error. Yeah, we've got a bit of a lag here again, but that works. Awesome. And then if we go to something that doesn't exist, then why is that not erroring now? Array key 1. I don't know why that's not erroring now. I mean, I really should set up step debugging here, because this is going to be a nightmare. And you find it? Oh, because it doesn't return. Okay, yeah, got it. Gotcha. It doesn't actually dereference correctly if it's not found. My head hurts. So what's happening here, right, is if the root is found, it's returning an array like this. Whereas if the root isn't found, it's just returning an array like that. So the dereferencing isn't working on line 24. So this, I don't think we can use, right? Yeah, exactly, Kat. I agree. My head hurts. My head hurts too. So does that mean we can't use dereferencing now? Is my question. Do we just roll it back to what we had before? This is so mad. So mad. I guess we roll it back, right? To when it worked. So there's the error. Uncaught looking error. That's fine. And then if we go back here, we have the hand. Okay, cool. So I guess next we want to set up the view layer. Does the bucket bit work? This is so cool. Doesn't work. That's correct, query string format, right? Am I missing something here? Weird. I thought that the fast router should say... Check the fast route docs. Yes, good quest, good point. A very good point. This is probably what the league route does. Oh, it's the route vars. Okay, well, we'll pass them. We'll pass them forward anyway. How do you define route vars? Defining routes. Okay, fine. It's fine. The bucket still stands, right? So now we need to set up. Twig. And then what we can do is pass the twig handler in here if we can pass twig in here if we need it. So yeah, got it. So if we define the route to say this is a var, I understand. Then if we define our route to be like that, then oh no, we get as the var. I understand. I understand. Tis all good. Tis all good. Okay, cool. I forgot what I was doing now. I got distracted. Oh yeah, setting up twig. I've done this so many times and I constantly forget what I should be doing. We create a loader. And then this array loader. Yeah, we need a file loader though, right? I mean, we can totally tiddly do, right? Okay, yeah, got it. So we want new directory, which we need an emoji for views. The views directory. A window. Is that like a view? Is that where we're going to load our views from? The window directory? It sounds okay. Anyone? Whoa, hello. The leaf emoji. Okay, I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, okay. The leaf emoji for twig views. Yeah. Yeah. Leaf. Or twigs. Is there a twig? No. Leaf. These leaves. They'll do. Okay, so that's where we're going to look for our templates. I have another, like, spider. Oh, I'm sorry. I have another spider. Just, this is so weird. We don't care about the cache for now, right? So we should be able to say that. We create the loader. We create the loader. Do we want to, how do we handle it, blur, blur, blur? Do we create a factory in our services that does this? We do. So when somebody asks for the twig loader we need emojis for. We say the twig leaf. When somebody asks for the leaf, then we use this function where we get the service manager passed in to itself. This is so confusing. And then we do this, right? New file system loader. Nope, new. No, this should be loader. What are we going to use for loading? Oh, I like the fishing pole, and I don't know why I want to put that in there. This is getting mega confusing. A forklift? No, what are we saying? A loader, a locator. What's that? A round push pin. We'll just use that. It's fine. The path to look. So it's going to be this directory. And then up one. And then here. And then what we say is the actual twig equals new environment with the push pin. And we don't need any config at the moment, but we will soon, so we leave that empty. And then we return the twig. Yeah, that looks good. So we now have, why doesn't it like this? This should be a string, that's why. This is the key I'm going to ask for. When I ask for the key of leaves, it's going to run this factory. It's going to create, yeah, we can inline this, of course we can. It's going to create this and return it, right? That's what's going to happen here. So when I ask for this from the service manager, it's going to run this code and return that. And we don't need the existing, we don't need that because we're just going to write a mega simple factory. That should work, I think. Okay, cool. So now what we do is we change this class from being an invocable to being a factory itself. This is the confusing part, right? We could inline push pin, but I'm okay with that. So now this is a factory. So what I want to do is I want to go to the home controller and I want to say, when you ask for, when we ask for this, then give me a private, what was it? A environment. I can't remember how a constructed property promotion works. $twig, right? Give me the twig here. Is that how it works now? Constructor property promotion. So now I can say this twig render. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, this is getting even more confusing and I love it. So this should work if I now fix the factory to say we get the service manager passed in here. And then we say the twig equals service. Oh, we can't use service manager. We have to use the wizard, right? The wizard is the correct emoji. Is it that one? Doesn't matter really. Dollar wizard get the leaf emoji again. This is a mad way to work. Like, this is completely insane. And then we say return new home controller. And we pass in the twig. Now this should work. This shouldn't change anything, right? But it should mean that we've got access to the twig environment in this controller. Does that actually make sense to anyone? Or is it, this is like madness? Because this is just making use of, oh, this is in the wrong place for a start, right? Isn't it? There we go. This is like the power. This is just how the service manager works. I'm defining factories. Like in something like Laravel, I would define the service provider once, and then the magic reflection stuff would take care of the rest. But for the sake of this, we're just defining everything. Now, I would normally put these into their own classes, into their own factory classes, but for the sake of today's stream, this is fine. I think that's good. I think this should work. This is a definite try it and see moment. Oh, there's a var dump somewhere, is there? Where's that? Is it in the index? Where's the var dump? Oh yeah, here. Okay, so that's still working, which means... Wait! I'm going to take a drink of my tea because this has gone completely stone cold while I catch up with chat. I have ice cold coffee. And I mean ice cold. Ugh. I mean, I don't even normally drink coffee, but yeah. Okay, we're back. Everything okay? Everything acceptable, Kat? So now what we should be able to do is say, return this, twig render, home dot, how do we name twig files? I forget. They're just HTML files, right? So with the service manager, can you specify a parent class? Can you elaborate a little bit, People pay big money for iced coffee. I'm not a fan. I mean, if there was ice in it, Craig, I probably would actually really enjoy it. Okay, so that could throw an exception, but that's fine. This is going to error now because we don't have a home.html. Actually, this should be home house. And we shouldn't use .html either. What are we going to use as the... Instead of the home controller, the Genie controller. I don't understand. I don't understand, Kath. I'm sorry. One sec, sorry. We need to know, we need like this to be HTML. Is there such a thing? I can't find my... Yeah. So what you're trying to say, Kat, is that we should extend, we should have a base controller class that has this bit in it already. And then our home class should extend that and then we don't need to do this, and then we can have an abstract factory that does all that. I agree. That is definitely the thought that I was thinking where we could go next. But I still need to do like internet, web, HTML. What have we got here? Nobody's giving me suggestions for emojis anymore, and it hurts. File. What about twigs? Twigs again. Yes. Good. Leaves. What about brown leaves this time? Like for some reason, just to differentiate the emojis. Yeah, autumn leaves. Is this even going to work? Able to find template home.twigs. I know, this is so much fun. Right, so now we should just be able to create the home.twigs file though, right? New file house dot twigs. It's a twig file. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, this is the icon that PHP Storm says to tell us that it's a twig, right? And then we just do waving again, I think. In here, right? We just do wavy hand emoji. Modestas, how are you? Okay, oh my God, that now works as well. This is bonkers. And I love it. I absolutely love it. I mean, we've got a full MVC system here now, right? We've got a full MVC. We literally have a working MVC using emojis. And I love it. But we do need to do some improvements, I think. And one of those is that we need to do another page so we can see how that looks. Okay, there's definitely something I want to do. I want to pull the root definitions out of here. How did we suggest that we were going to do that? Like in an ideal world, we'd have like web, like roots.php in the config. What happens if I do this? Wait, this file is your petitioning source changes to tomato. Awesome. Also, services.php why are all these, like vendor we're struggling with, right? But everything else should be emojis too, right? Config should change. Services should change. I think we're stuck with index.php, but public can change. Everything needs to change. You're spot on, Kat. Absolutely spot on. So what are we saying? Source is changing to tomato. Tomato. You say tomato. And I say tomato. Let's call the whole thing off. How do I even rename? I don't know why tomato for tomato sauce. I now understand. Okay, I think that's going to break everything because I don't think it looks in composer.json for. Is this even gonna work? Like, is this even gonna work? How you doing, Mod? By the way, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Composer dump. Well, it wrote autoloads, so we can but try. That works fine. Awesome. Source, twig, vendor. We can't do anything about. Config. We definitely need to rename to. Cog, was it this one? Okay. Services.php we want to change to a service dog. I love it. Which one was that on my... is it called a service dog? Yeah, is that one? Awesome. Okay, Okay. I don't think we can rename index.php, right? Is this still working? Yeah. This is... I love it. I don't know. Can we can rename public though? We can rename... Yeah, the chat's gone laggy again. Sorry, Joe. I think back to Twitch for next week. What do you think? Back to Twitch for next week? I think so. I certainly think so. Okay. And then 1 second. Sorry. 1 sec. Be right back. Be right back. Be right back. Apologies, I am back. Okay. Blah 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 blah. We need to rename public to something, right? What are we going to rename this to? Public transport, public address system, public restrooms. A bench, a nice bench, like a public bench. Park, a nice public park. Any suggestions, any suggestions, any suggestions? No, well then this is not so good. Admit one, we'll go for admit one. This is all going to break now because, yeah, I need to update my people. I went for an admission thingy. I just need to restart this, right? Yay! Okay, I think we can rename the public, the index.php to something as well. But look at this. This is awesome. I think we can rename the index.php to something and then tell public toilet. Oh. I think we can. This is so slow. Sorry, folks. It's way behind me. You can tell that when I'm reading it out is when I'm seeing it. We need this to be the index, which is like some files. Yeah, perfect. Okay, and then this is going to break. So now I need to tell php-s send all traffic to a file. Vendor equals shop and update composer. Can you do that? Can you say what the vendor directory should be called? Because like we should totally do that. Amazing. Right, I need to php-s. Okay, let's just do this. Oh, how do I? There we go. There we go. That's not what I wanted. PHP help. Yeah. Why, how do I find the pissing parameters for -s? Somebody must know how to do this. Oh, it's just space and then the file name. Awesome. I remembered that like literally 10 seconds after I... It's just space and then the file name. Of course it is. Of course it is. Of course it is. Oh, okay. Failed opening required. File.php. Oh, do I need to do admit one? That, right? And then I need to reserve. There we go. Look at this. It's even in the log. This is so cool. Right, what do I need to do to change the vendor folder? I mean, I think I'm okay with leaving the vendor folder as it is. I know that's like a cop-out. The thing I want to get done, because I am slowly but surely running out of time, the thing I want to get done is, in the index.php, I'd like to pull this out of here and put it into a file. Config key. So what I'd like to do is say this is include dir cog and then root.php. Don't make that include. I'm making the include. It's very demanding. Roots.php. What are we going to use for roots? What do we... cars? Taxi.php. That should work, right? That should work. No. Unable to resolve service home to a factory. Oh, because I haven't imported this. It is working. It just works. It just works. Simple dispatcher was a... Yeah, what I don't want to do is have that as a class. I just want to have it as like a config file. You know, like you do... I know it's like chunky, but this is good enough, I think. This is fine. It's just so you're not editing the index file every time you want to... every time you want to add a root. Hello, James. We have written a MVC framework using emojis constantly, and it is awful, yet I love it. I'm a big fan of this. So much so that I'm thinking whether we should have a project where we use this framework to actually create a working website as our next Friday stream, because it's like awesome. I'm going to talk through how this works. Let's add another root though. Let's say, we have to rename, we can't have collector. What are we even thinking here? What are we even thinking? We totally can't have collector. We need it to be dollar something else, right? What are we going to do for a root collector? We never use the plunger. We have to use the plunger. What are we going to do for a collector? A bucket. We've used a bucket for parameters. A suitcase. That'll do. That will do. Excuse me. Sorry, I went with a suitcase. I don't know why I went with a suitcase. What is that, Kat? Is that like a no entry sign or something? Like a police stop barrier? Help. Dog. Let's do a dog route. No, oh, that's a beautiful. Then we have Genie. No, Genie, controller, dog controller, class, And then we say create that class. Is this going to even work? Okay. No, this is not, shouldn't be in config. I haven't got this set up right, have I? It needs to be in tomato. It needs to be in tomato sauce. There, blam, blam, blam. That should work. Oh, this is a problem. We used the wrong emoji, I think. I used the wrong cop emoji. Okay. I think this is working. Like road work for the construction manager, like road work. This is fine, like this. So we've got two routes defined now. This should still work, and this should break. Because we don't have a factory for that, which is great. What is .ctp file? What's a CTP file? I don't know. Oh, I see. Yes, fair point. Fair point, well made, James. Fair point, well made. Yeah. No, this is so hard. PHP. There we go. And then we just go like. Let's not use the abstract factory yet. What was the root definition called? Was it the tech? No, what was the service manager called? I can't remember what the services was called. Was it a service dog? Oh, God, this is a nightmare. That one, right? So now we can say there's an invocable here. James, do you remember how to like make invocables automatically invocable from a directory? Now swap out PHP for an elephant. Will that even work? Is my question. Bucket. The chat is just untenable because it's just people saying random words. Boop. Okay. That should work. This should work now. Oh. Blur, blur, blur. Not found in the service manager. Why can't it find that? Oh, this is wrong, isn't it? This is the old. What's wrong with this? Reflection-based abstract factory. Yeah, but then I might as well just do invocables. Wrong cop on dog controller. Is it? It's that though, isn't it? And I've probably got this wrong in the root.php now, right? Yeah, the import's wrong now. The import, oh jeez, man. The import is indeed wrong. I thought there was a way that now is wrong in the factory definition, in the services definition. Hooray! Yeah, the chat's mega lag. Sorry. Invocables is dead. Long live Invocable Factory. Oh, okay. Do I need to like do this? And do that. And then do this. I mean, I should be able to use the reflection-based abstract factory, right? I wrote it, so I should know how that works, but I just forget. I actually really wish that I remembered. I just go like abstract factories and then say reflection based abstract factory. And then this should turn, yeah, I know this chat's so laggy, James, it's a pissing nightmare. But this should mean now that we have, essentially this turns us into Laravel, where we don't actually need to define this shit, right? We only need to define this factory because we can't do that with, with reflection, right? And now everything works as expected. No. Unable to create service twig environment. Unable to resolve parameter loader using type hint. It shouldn't need to use loader. It should have created a loader. But it still should use the normal factory, right? If I've defined the factory, shouldn't it still use the factory? I'm getting distracted now, and this is service manager stuff and not emoji-based stuff. Yeah, but it should look, so the way that the service manager works is, right, if in index.php I ask for something out of the service manager, in this case I ask for the twig. No. Oh, yeah. I don't have a map for, yeah, it's because, yes. It's because I need to do a factory to tell it what the twig is. If I'd have called this, though, environment, this should work now, right? There we go, perfect. Yeah, it's because I'm asking for the twig environment in the home controller, and what it's actually giving me is, what I was actually asking for previously was the name in the factory. So this now works like Laravel works, right? Where it'll just magically fulfill dependencies as long as it knows how to fulfill them. I could have aliased it, but I could just do that, right? Which works perfectly well as well. This is awesome. So now I should be able to create, how long have we got? We are short on time, but that is fine. That is fine. I can't figure out what I wanted to do. I got distracted as usual. Okay, so what we want to do is do a base controller, right? So we want to take this out of here. So we want our what do we want the base controller to be? Commit and push. Good one. I don't have a commit. Is it that, Genie? This is so fun. Okay, so now anything that extends this should get... That should work, right? That should still work. So we're extending a base controller, which means we automatically get access to... Oh, that needs to be protected. Of course it does. And why does it keep saying CTP, by the way? That is weird. Why is it where, hello, what? What is going on there? What on earth is going on there? And why is it? That should still work, right? Yeah. Awesome. Wrong cop again. I don't know how to... Oh, have I... Oh, no. What? Damn thing. These emojis are so... Does that work now? No. Because... Unable to resolve service blang bling blong to a factory. It should... It's too many cops. Yeah, too many cops spoil the broth. Okay, now we want to go to our services.php and figure out what's going on here. That should work, right? The reflection-based abstract factory should work now. Unable to resolve genie cop home to a factory. But it should use the abstract factory, surely. There's something wrong here, right? What is going on? There's like a white space thing at the end of this. There's this... Okay, so the problem we've got, right, is there's this weird white space thing at the end of the... Like, invisible white space at the end of... If I put my cursor here and then press delete, there's this weird invisible white space thing at the end of this. So we just have to, like, fix that. Okay, that's fixed it, I think. Except not somewhere else. That's going to be... It's fixed there. This shouldn't matter because we shouldn't need those, right? Now? Unable to resolve service blink blong blink to a factory. It's going to be in the index.php, right? It's going to be in the root.php. Yeah. We need to re-import these here. No, it should be fine, Cat. It's what it was is that it was being defined here. So what happens is that this then we ask the abstract factory, we ask the Zen service manager to pull this out of the abstract factory for us, and then what happens when we pull that out of the abstract factory is that we it asks for the exact class name. So because this import was wrong after we fixed this copier, that was the problem. Yeah, I guess we just want to add one more root now. New file. The doggo dot twigs. And then we want to put the doggo in there. And then we just want to check that we can, from the doggo controller, that we can still access... We can do return this twig. Oh, it doesn't extend. Final class, just in case Marco ever sees this. Render. And then the name of it is doggo dot... Oh, this. I don't see this as being the future, by the way. Just for you to know, right? I genuinely do not think that this is going to be the future of web development. I really don't think this is going to catch on because it's so damn confusing that it's annoying me. But there we go. I think... Do we want to quickly knock up an error handler so that we can set it to 404 if things go wrong? We probably should, right? Because at the moment it's a 500 error, I would imagine. Oh, it's a 200. That's even worse. Heresy. I just don't. I'm just not convinced this is going to catch on. Like, maybe it will catch on. Maybe people will love doing final class dog extends cop. You know, maybe that will be something that people really enjoy. But what's the best way to do an error handler? We go to the index. Do we wrap all of this in a try and then catch and then pass the exception to an error handler? I know, I just want to do the plunger, right? So we catch, what were our errors even called? What? Tomato? Catch and... They don't extend a... Let's just do the 404 for now. No, we can't. I want to use the plunger. I really want to use the plunger. So what we need to do is say this. This is going to extend a base bomb that we can catch. No, let's do explosion. Okay, now we can just catch that, right? That works. Now we can say catch any explosion. Catch everything. Catch throwable. Catch the pigeon. Catch whatever you want. We'll just catch that base exception for now. It's all good. So we don't want to try and pull the we definitely don't want to try and pull the error handler out of the container, because the container could have thrown the exception. So this is ludicrous. Why wouldn't it catch on? Thank you, Matthew. How are you? I have a call with you this afternoon, and I am very much looking forward to it. Yeah, so we don't want to pull the error handler, the plunger class, out of the container, right? Because the container could be the thing that's... So what we want to do is say $plunger. I just wanted an excuse to use the plunger. Equals new plunger. Yeah, then we'll just say echo $plunger. It'll just be an invocable where we pass in the exception into the invocable, right? No, it should be genie. Genie. No, it's not. Oh, that's what's happening here. It's not remembering where it should be creating stuff. This should be in tomato. Just tomato. Okay. Pubf invoke some kind of exception here. This is awesome. And then we're just going to say return dollar get error code for now, just so that I get something on the screen to see if it works. Class genie bomb explosion not found. In genie bomb eyes.php. Okay. Dollar plunger explosion. Yeah, this is why we're going with this. It's all good. We're really getting there now. Blah, 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 blah. Well, I should have read the error message. Eyes.php line 7. Eyes.php line. Why is that not found? Oh, I keep blinking. What it is I keep using the down arrow in the new class dialog, right? And pressing to try and go down, and pressing down is, there we go, 404. Pressing down changes the file name. What were we doing? Oh yeah, the plunger. So what do we want to do here? I guess we want to do set header. How do I even set the header to be the error code? Error status code. Status. How do you do this without using a framework? I forget. Error set status. Oh, Google, don't fail me. Response code is what I'm looking for. Come on, guy, you can do this. HTTP response code is going to be the explosion. No, you can set the response code without needing to to do the thing with the bling and the header and the literally header function. Thanks for the ticket for PHP Day. I'm glad you used it, Craig. I'm glad somebody used it. Yeah. I thought PHP Day was excellent this year, apart from the minor faux pas with the... there was a minor faux pas with the opening keynote, but I really thought it was superb. I only watched day one, but I thought it was really, really good. Do we just do that? Is that good enough? I mean, it's returning a 404 now, right? So that's all good. And any other exception bubbles up? Yeah, I didn't get them till late, Cat. Sorry, I'll try and do better. I think we now have a plunger class, right? That actually works. I'm really happy with that because I really wanted to use the plunger. I just want to change the home controller so that it handles the query string. This is one I heard about, not really minor. You're right. I shouldn't trivialize it like that, Joe. Yeah, absolutely bang on. I apologize. Yeah, it made me feel uncomfortable, and as a white CIS male, if it made me feel uncomfortable, I'm sure it made other people feel uncomfortable, and so I absolutely shouldn't trivialize it. The only reason I thought that it was a minor faux pas was because I genuinely felt like it was, watch your words, Gar. I genuinely felt like it was done from the best intentions, but absolutely nobody should be meant to feel uncomfortable when they're at an event, whether it's virtual or whether it's like in person. You bang on. Also, I don't really know the ins and outs of what the COC violation was. I don't know if it's what I assume it was, the part of the talk where I felt uncomfortable and squeamish, or if it was something else. And so you're right. I certainly shouldn't trivialize it, Joe. I apologize. Bang on. I definitely shouldn't do that. No, it was not a minor faux pas. It was a code of conduct violation, and we should definitely treat it as such. Sorry. We should Rename the... It made lots of people feel uncomfortable and not able to say anything about it. Yeah. Best of intentions. What, me or the person? I don't know. I felt like it was more of a cultural thing. But again, I do not know. And I should stop talking, stop digging while I'm... Like, my foot's in my mouth enough for me to shut up about it. But, you know, I don't mind talking about this stuff. So it's all good. What was I looking for? What am I looking for? Blah, 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 blah. Made a bit best of intentions. Just need to rename the variable in the main file. In here. Oh, Joe, I missed that then. I'm really sorry. I missed it. Extensive collection of discussion of naked women. I didn't, in all honesty, right? I will put my hands up here and say that I took my headset off and went for a walk for like 3 to 4 minutes because like I was doing it. I didn't even hear that. And the truth is, I never heard. This is the first time I'm finding out. I thought it was the bit where he was talking about, when I was listening, he was talking about asking people to take photos with elephants, and it was all about men. And then I took my headset off and went for a little wander, and then I came back and he'd moved on. So I didn't even know that was a thing, and which is why I kind of trivialized it. Well, I shouldn't have done that anyway, but yeah, God, that's awful. That is actually awful. I didn't realize that. It just made me a bit squirmish. But if that's what happened, then good God, can see why you called me out on trivializing it. You totally should. Exception should be an emoji. It should. It absolutely should. Let's try and use something new though, right? That we haven't used yet. I mean, yeah, that's the bit that I saw you saying it, Kath, and then I saw Joe saying it, so we're all good. Yeah, it probably is, Joe, because when it probably is the same, because it sounds like it may have been like part of the same opening talk. It's fine. Like, I should totally be called out if I end up like trivializing things that are really important. That's part of my like white male privilege there, right? I try my best not to do it. I try my best to do better and to use empathy and to try and like not trivialize this stuff. But the truth is that I am a white man who's lived with this privilege all my life, and sometimes I forget. That's the truth. And sometimes these things slip through, and I really hope that like you people are amazing, my friends and people I chat to, and the people who are in the community are amazing, and you should just keep calling me out on it, because that's the only way I'm gonna not do it next time. Like, I'm fully up for that. And I think we're done though. On the bombshell of Gary putting his foot in his mouth, I think we're pretty much done. Is there anything else that we want to... I think that's good enough, right? We should definitely push this. We should absolutely push this. One more thing. Okay, let me... I'll go back to it now. Let me create a new repository. The vendor folder. Oh, I don't know if... Do I want to touch that? We want to wrap the lines 8 through to the exception to a new class called Genie and whatever that is. Fire or something? Let me check what time my meeting is with Matthew. Oh, we're doing okay. Okay, let me bloop, bloop, Bloop. Oh, look, it changed it to be in dash. Damn you. Oh, well. It's a lamp. Oh, okay, it's very small now. Sorry, I'm not speaking, I'm thinking. I have a meeting with Matthew in 13 minutes. Probably not the same Matthew. What do you want? We want to wrap the lines 8 through to the exception to a new class called Genie. Let's do that in a second. I am just git remote add origin boop. Git push. Let's get rid of master while we're here. How do I... Let's just push this in case I forget. Because that could totally happen. I was watching at that point and definitely took a turn from friendly plushies in interesting places to creepy old man territory. Yeah, I know, man. I feel bad now because I missed that. I saw him talking about like the naked calendar and men involved, and I didn't know that it moved to women being involved. I probably should have shut my mouth. That should now work, right? Yeah, awesome. What else did we want to do? Okay, Kat suggests that we go to here and we... So what are we saying? We take all of this and we put it into what? A public a static function? Is that what you were suggesting? Is there any reason to do that, realistically? Apart from, like, cleanliness being a thing? What do we think? Are we gonna... Yeah, Joe, you're spot on. You keep calling me out and I keep digging my feet deeper and deeper into the hole of doom. And I should shut up, but I can't, so it's fine. It is what it is. It is what it is. You're spot on. Of course it shouldn't be. It's a thing that happened, but that doesn't mean it needs to be discussed, right? I agree. I think you nailed on. Into an invocable. We want to have it being something like genie lamp dollar lamp get equals new bam and then return what? I don't know why taking it out of index is good. I certainly don't disagree with that, but I don't know why. Can we just do this? Like, Whoa. I don't, yeah, return. That works, right? No, we don't want to return, right? We want to echo. Testable. Yeah, I guess it is more testable, but we haven't got any tests, so I might wet myself live on stream now as well. There's that. There's that consideration. I mean, yeah, why not? Why not? I agree. Source. Info. We need to fix some of this, but we'll fix it. We're all right. We can just get this bit done, and then we're good. So this is this still the same? Yeah, that's the same path. That's the same path. This looks good. This looks good. That's unhandled, but which should throw that, so that's fine. And then that should work. Why? What's wrong with this? Whoa. Whoa. Why is this? Oh. That looks good, right? This is so freaky. Does that look right? Does that look good? Genie has a weird car at the end on namespace. It was the bomb invisible car. Yeah, I've been doing that all the time. That's why I just... I mean, this definitely cleaned up the... Does this work is the question on everyone's lips. If it does... Oh, I do need to do this. It does work. Nice suggestion, chat. There we go. Okay, let's push this. Okay, cool. I think we're done. I think we're done. Awesome. Thank you for hanging out on YouTube with me. I'm sorry if I offended anyone. Obviously, I didn't mean to, and I should think before I speak more often. But yeah, we should... I mean, honestly, what I'm thinking is next Friday, probably Twitch. If I'm honest, I didn't really like YouTube so much. It's not for me. I don't think... so yeah, probably Twitch next Friday. We'll probably try and build like a real application. We We'll probably build like a real website. As bad as that sounds, like I've got a few ideas for simple stuff we can build using this, which should be hilarious. So yeah, we'll probably just try and build a real website, like a database-backed basic website using this. Could be hilarious. So yeah, we'll do that next Friday. So incoming PR, says Kat. Thank you so much for hanging out. It's been a blast. It's been 2.5 hours. Jeez. But yeah, I got other stuff to do. So thank you. Have a brilliant weekend. And I will see you all next time.